glass isn't too flattened either.
Thanks for that, friend. Safe travels. Good boy.
That ain't quite how we dress in polite Blackwater society.
Dang if you ain't all covered in blood.
What's your problem?
Mister?
If it isn't our bounty hunter. Back for more work, I hope. Poster's on your wall there.
Hello there.
Fella's been going into construction yards in the night, taking tools and the like. All kinds of folks is angry about this one, right up to City Hall. Standing in the way of progress, they say.
Zizendorf, is it?
That's how he says it. I thought he was a nice feller, respectable. The Germans usually are, but not this one.
You know the man?
I do. Caught him selling stolen tools, and I was persuaded he'd been had. We're sure we've got our man now, though, and we're sure he'll strike again.
Okay, I'm glad. 'Cause I ain't never sure of anything. Oh, thanks for the information.
I should like that one to be sensible when they're returned. Don't snuff them. Give him that.
Parker? Senor?
Evening.
Won't someone give me the time of day?
Whoa! Good boy. How about that, fella? Hungry fella. Cat? Kitty?
You don't need to hide your face, do you?
What's going on in there?
Huh?
Give yourself up!
You don't have anything on me!
Watch yourself!
Out the way!
Watch it.
Hey, calm down there.
Heavens
Don't
above!
worry about nothing. It's out of your head. Let's make sure you can't run off anywhere else.
You really don't need to do that.
Let's see what you got in here.
Unhand me! You treat a gentleman like this? Think about it. Did you really see anything? It was dark. Many shadows. The frame of the building was in your way. Was I taking something? Me, a respectable fellow, an upstanding citizen? Or was I tying my shoe? The burden of proof is on the prosecution, and if you give false testimony, that might be a civil matter.
I know what I saw. You're a goddamn thief. This is the police station. You might need a rest.
This is an embarrassing mistake. My good name will be ruined.
Shut it. All right, let's go. Caught this one dead to rights, didn't I, Mr. Zizendorf?
Mr. Chief, I took a wander through construction. It's a mistake.
Enough of you. Put that German in the cage.
Innocent until proven.
Quiet. There. Settle in.
You got your man, and here's your money.
If only they was all like this.
A crime is a crime, and a criminal's a criminal.
I saw that. You were paid to give false testimony. But this won't hold up in court.
Good fella. There, boy. That'll fill a hole. Stay here, boy.
This here is a real man's game.
Well, how can I help you, friend?
Got
A
some
room for
blood on
tonight,
you,
please.
just there.
It's all yours. Enjoy. Bon appetit.
Got a hunch on this.
I'll race here.
Hello?
Tailored gun belts, any hide you choose. White buffalo. Only seen one before. Never managed to bring her down. Right, let's see. Boy, the things I can make with this.
Good boy.
Thank you. Bring your skins and hides, folks. Clothes, equipment, saddles, all made right here.
Hey, you can't be here. Another rewrite. That's all it'll take. It's there. It's just not quite right.
I should like to see you, sir.
Just as soon as I finish this.
This time
It
I
really
thought it
requires
might be
the
different.
entirety of my concentration, you see.
I'm
So,
such a
if
fool.
you please.
Sometime soon, then. Just,
This must look pathetic,
leaving some more food for you, Mr. Miller.
but I'm almost there.
Just let me complete this thought, eh?
This
There's a
must
good
look
man.
pathetic, but I'm almost there. I'm not leaving. I can't. Not until it's done. This time I thought it might be different. I'm such a fool.
Blow it. Slow now. Here's your post, boy. Good work, son.
How was your holiday?
I was making money.
And to think, you call me lazy.
You've done a great job.
Well, that crew did help.
Built a house, a barn. Look at this place. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you both.
This calls for a drink.
Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. But we go better when we've brought our four-tack to Cathead. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to see. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to see. What's got at sea we spend on shore on sweethearts and our wives. What's got at sea we spend on shore at sweethearts and our wives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, let's break it out, and then our hands to see. Yeah!
John! Get out here! Uncle's gone!
He's fine. Let me sleep.
Get out here now!
That fat man will be fine.
No, he won't. Skinner's.
You think?
Of course. My guess is they went that way. But my other guess is they know we're coming after him.
What choice do we have?
None. We just gotta keep our wits about us. We know this is a trap. Let's go. We can't leave this waiting. I tracked them to the road. We'll pick up the trail there.
Shit. It's like we forgot about him. We should have been ready.
It happened. There's nothing we can do except try and get him back.
We let our guards down for one moment.
Hush. Up here. You see that? Blood.
Dear Lord.
They've gone up towards tall trees. Come on.
They came this way, so...
John, look. We should agree on something. If it's really bad, this might not be about saving him.
What the hell are you talking about?
If it's really bad, it might be better to stop the pain.
Jesus, you mean to...
I mean, you can live a week without a scalp, but it ain't a good week. A gut wound, you can live a month, but it's horrible. What they've done to him might have killed him already, with only hurt to come.
We get him, and we see, okay?
We'll make it his call if we can. But it may be we have to decide. Okay?
Okay. Did you hear something?
Yeah.
You think they saw us coming?
I don't know.
Guess we'll soon find out.
We'll be better off going on foot.
Okay. Leave the horses. The tree's there. Stay.
To the trees. Come on. Up there, to the right. 2 Skinners.
Lookouts?
Probably. Take one. I'll take the other. They're down. Move. They were waiting for us. Uncle should be close.
He better be.
Keep your head. We'll find him. Come on. Hold. Patrol to our left. Shh. Let him go. Hold it. Easy. Easy.
If they come from the ranch, they'll come this way.
We should have burned it while they slept.
The burning's better if they're awake for it.
He's old and sick, he won't last long.
Then when they come, they'll come for a corpse.
He was talking about Uncle. He's alive.
Come on. They've passed. Let's go. Hold up. You hear that?
Yeah.
Wagon. There. Dragging someone.
Is it Uncle?
No. Some other poor bastard. Let's follow. He might lead us to the camp. Stay with him. He's stopping.
What do you see?
He's picking up... Poor bastard's dead.
If he's walking with the body, we must be close.
Let's take him down, before he gets to the rest. Take him out. Okay, let's go.
Easy there.
I think I see something. Uh-huh. Yeah, that must be their camp.
What do we do?
Let's get up on that boulder, take a look.
Hang in there, old man.
Okay, okay. I can't see much through this mist. Can you look too?
Hold on. God. We gotta go get him.
Careful. Where are they? Where are they?
I don't care. Come on! Charles! Behind you! All right, gents! This is private. We're here for you! All of you! Coming in! John, get down here! Behind the rocks! There! No! We'll get you out of there! Here! They came for the old dog! Get over here! Go! Get them skitter bastards here! Look! They're coming for him! John, I'll with his head off! No! What have they done to you? I gotta get you down. You're okay, old man. I look okay. You look awful. You'll be okay. Those bastards. We got him. Looks like we got here just in time. God damn it.
Carry him.
Because here come the rest of them. There's more of them. I'll cover you. Down that gully. I'll deal with this. They're all over you. till we're home. Right hard, old man. How's the back?
I think it looks worse than it is.
Burns don't always heal easy.
Sure, but I think this will be fine. As long as it don't get infected. It's much better than I feared.
Hear that, old man? This could have been worse.
He's pretty weak.
Yeah, I bet. Stay with us, you old bastard.
Oh, don't let me fall, please.
Over here. Almost back.
Hang in there, old-timer.
I don't feel good.
Uncle. Hey. We're here. Let's get you down. Easy. I got you.
Come on. Let's get him comfortable.
Thank you, boys.
Don't mention it.
I thought I was dead.
Don't get all sentimental now, old man. Then I'll really think you're dying. It's gonna be okay. A few days, you're gonna be just fine. You're a survivor.
Easy. He'll be fine.
You think they'll be back?
Maybe, but I doubt it. We must have killed most of them. This is your land.
Was it theirs once?
I don't think so. I met a fella said the Skinners rode down about 2 years ago. They're just angry men on a rampage, and we got in their way.
Sort of like we used to be?
Yeah, exactly like we used to be.
Maybe we should take up torture.
We got Uncle singing instead of torture. We're gonna be safe here, John. You, your family, you'll all be safe.
I hope so. I really do. If she ever comes back. Let's go, boy. I brought you some food, Mr. Miller. What's that smell? Mr. Miller! Oh, shit. Crazy bastard.
When I'm done, just burn me. I want to soar in the air with the eagles, not rot in the ground with the worms.
Evelyn Miller. You're...
You always did have that fine way with words.
You doing all right, son?
Sure, Pop. Can I go see the house?
Sure.
Just give him some time. He'll warm up. It's quite a place you got here.
It's yours.
Ours. I should see about that boy.
Who's my new rival?
Oh, that's Rufus. He's loyal, dumb, and angry, so he reminded us of you.
That's your idea of a joke, miss?
I guess.